Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
So we were looking at
Support multi-stack network prefixes, that one, yes.
right. Um,
I did a request for a re-review since there were changes made
mhm.
and all the comments were comments were outdated. So
Okay, looks good.
shall I move it to? No, it's not waiting. It's pending review then, right? So I'm moving it to the other column.
You did. Okay, nice. All right. Then we can go to the next one. Where is about the upgrade AWS SDK for Go to version 2. We have one approver
So
Ah, I'm the other person that needs to look at it. Oh, but it's
and
all the things are broken.
I can add on this one because Behan, I think, is on vacation.
Yeah.
Me and a colleague continued working on this, but it's in a
Okay.
separate PR
Okay.
that I guess needs review. All the tests are running after the changes we did, including integration, unit tests, and lint. So
But it's not
it's,
being referenced here, right? The new PR.
oh, I guess we forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to maybe mention it here that there's a new
so it was-
PR that should be merged instead.
Mhm.
is it a continuation? So is it based on this one or will it? Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, the same branch. We just continued
Cannot be
into
the
that.
same branch, otherwise this one should have been updated as well, right?
Exactly. It's on your own fork, Ned. But you based your changes on.
Yeah, it should be on on the Bayham.
But there's no commits from Behel. Oh yeah, there's commits from. No, there's not.
It's no.
It's the same branch name, but it's totally different. But still, it's trying to address the same issue.
Ah, I see.
Uh,
Behance created it on not on his fork, so I think.
I think we just don't have privileges to
no, that makes
directly
sense.
commit. Yeah, so we forked
Yeah.
it and
Yeah, works. I think it's this branch is from Behan. Should be fine, I guess.
Oh wait, this is a PR against Behan's.
Against Behan's branch.
Okay.
I was also confused for a few seconds, but yeah.
Yes. Okay. So this will then. Okay, but then we can just merge this one into Behan's thing, right, and then review Behan's PR.
Yeah.
Right?
If you have
Like
the
because then we have
privilege.
everything in one place.
Exactly. I think once we merge this, it will be on
Probably.
Behan's.
Where was this? This is Bosch CLI. Was it also
This
on
is
the board or
net.
not?
So
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wait,
yes,
it's
on
just
board.
that's the. I see this one. Yes. I've
Are you
merged it.
right?
So
Now if I
now, yes, now we see Behan's thing triggering all the tests again. Okay.
Just know that it's no one has reviewed it yet, so
Ramon did. I mean, Ramon has reviewed Behan's changes, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, he should probably re-review because like now all the other stuff got merged in. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. That one got clarified.
Then we have this one about the SCP command. It was about adding the passes part here. What confused me a bit, I think we have one feedback I saw from Alex, and but for me it was a bit confusing. Why don't we or can't we follow the same approach like the normal SCP command where you have the source dot 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 target? Because normally we have multiple sources and the same target.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would even be more readable, but I don't know. I did not go into the implementation details here because it's one way array I see. If it can show up in a similar, I think that will even be more understandable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's wait for Rajan.
Yeah, that is at least my feedback here, and I think there's still no reply, Rajan. So that stays under
Yeah, well,
pending merge.
I've pinged Rajan on that one from 2 days ago, asking if he has an opinion on this.
Do we keep it in the same column or do we put it waiting for changes?
Yeah, I would say waiting for changes.
Same as well.
We'll move it there. I don't know if you can, probably not.
I have to do it from inside. Oh, okay, you did already. And
And the upgrade, the SDK one, that one is also waiting, pending review, right? Now that we have merged it.
this is not pending review, right? It's pending.
Oh wait, yeah, that one is waiting for changes. You're right.
Waiting for changes.
Yeah.
Oh,
But the upgrade AWS SDK one is pending review.
I reviewed it.
Yeah, but we just merged in. Like the tests were not passing, and there was a PR against that PR to make the test work, and we merged that. So now there's stuff in there.
Okay.
exactly. Oh, now they're all green.
Yeah, so that's good, right? So all green. We just need 2 reviews, and then it's it can be merged.
What was failing then?
Everything almost.
Everything.
All the tests were failing.
So you could look at Net's PR here. This is what fixed.
Okay.
This is what yeah.
Yeah. Then it's easier for you. You don't have to go through everything again.
I like how many things were removed.
I think those are, if I will remove them, those are old vendor files for V1.
Okay.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
main change is one of the tests that was changing the checksum, like uploading a file in parts, changing the checksum. We had to do it in a completely different way for V2.
Mm.
That's the main change, I think.
Okay.
Right. Then back to the board. So we went through the pending merge, the waiting for changes. We have been through this one. Then what about this? So the last status. Ned, do you know what is the last status here or?
I think Felix went over the review that I did. It doesn't change any of the logic really. It's style, some unnecessary required modules, etc. Nothing that changes the code logic. Not sure why it's still saying request changed. Request has changed. So maybe
That's pending for review again, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pending review again, right? Yeah.
Or sorry, pending merge or pending review. Pending review, sorry.
Pending review
okay.
because we need a thumbs up, right? We have a
Yeah.
on
Ah, yeah, you're right.
There were changes requested, the changes were made. Now someone needs to say, yes, this looks good, and then we can merge it. But who made those comments? Oh, Ned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ned made the comments, but Ned cannot approve it. I believe he's a reviewer, right? Not a no.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
um,
So I did a review. Felix addressed the comments, but I'm just not sure why it's still hanging as request change.
This we can change, but maybe you can put your thumbs up. Ned.
Oh, it's pending for
no,
me.
So I have now clicked that button, the circle thing in the reviewer, so Ned can now leave another review and approve it.
Okay.
But we still need 2 approvals, right?
Yes, I'm also an approver here. I see, and Aaron good. So yeah, any one of these people that got assigned. I don't know why so many people got assigned, but yeah, we now need to go do a final review.
Felix mentioned that we have been running this on internal infrastructure for, I think, weeks now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, so it's time that we get this one in. I will leave this one open, and then after the call, I will go review this one and the AWS SDK one.
That would be great. Thanks. That will. This is a documentation about it, I think, right? We don't need to go through again.
Yeah.
We already have 1 approver, and but I guess anyway it waits for the.
Yeah, it needs to wait for the other one.
Yeah. Ned, if the changes here are done, you can also put your thumbs up, or I guess you can also commit directly
I
to
need
the.
to take a look again.
Mhm.
I think I can leave a review, but I cannot commit the changes.
Or you
and I
can do
think-
what you did because Felix was on vacation. You can also do a PR on this one.
Yeah, okay. I'll check it out. Yeah.
Thanks.
The VCF 9.1. Oh wait, this is documentation.
That's documentation on the previous
Yeah.
PR that we talked about, and now the VCF9.
Yeah, there's no updates there. Still same status. I asked last week if the ECCLA issue could be fixed, but no updates since then.
Also stays. What else are we missing? The AWS CPI, I think we did not go through yet, which is pending review. Or you went through this in the beginning, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we moved it to columns.
Yeah.
So the acceptance test, I think, is the next one, right?
Yeah.
So I made some changes today. We had a discussion about this on the previous meeting. Changes since then, we made the tests EAS independent because they were targeting AWS before that. Currently, there's logic only for AWS, but the way they are structured, once we implement the prefix and dual stack stuff on other EAS, you just need to add them to the tests. It should be pretty easy. And also, we had a talk about what will happen if you run these new tests on old versions. So because of that, for the prefix and the nick groups, I just check if you have prefix or nick groups present or defined in the manifest. And if not, the tests are just skipped. So they appear as pending, which I think is the better approach instead of
That's appropriate.
potential.
Makes sense. Does Felix need to re-review or?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
right? Yeah. So that stays, and then we go to the inbox. This looks related, right?
Yeah, this is the test for the nick groups. It's the same situation here. Same logic was applied here, but the review is pending for Felix.
When was the nick groups thing implemented?
Did we add it along with the prefix PR? I think there was some code in that PR.
Work
The
in progress
prefix of
for Bosch Director and CPI.
So this is still not done. The nick group part, or is it done?
Does this have an agent part to it?
No, just Director and CPI.
Hmm?
So these two, right, next to each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it it's a CPI feature?
The CPI and also manifest parsing some logic in Bosch. So Nick group was just to ensure that we create different network interfaces when we request the director to create different network interfaces for different subnets or different IPs. And yeah, it's just how we want to configure different networks for a particular instance group through the manifest. Like group 1, 2, 3,
But
whatever.
this was not nick groups were not discussed as part of the RFC, right? This is something that came after. It's more like a thing for that during implementation was identified as a
Yeah, it
thing
was
you need.
improvised afterwards, yes.
Okay. Yeah, we might need some documentation and we might want a discussion on like naming.
Mm.
I don't, it's not a really descriptive name. I don't know what it does from the name alone.
Where right, I
Yeah.
added a description to the PR for the tests.
Yeah, I
in
see.
Groups, but yeah,
Yeah, I would like some more details on the implementation. Like where can I find details on what was
I guess
implemented and stuff and the architecture and stuff like that?
introduce some documentation towards the Bosch talks. I have to check, but
For nick groups, okay.
I think so, yeah.
there is. I think when I was reviewing it, there was some parts about new groups.
I guess you're referring to this one. Let me check. Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here
there
it
it
is.
is.
So earlier it was a very weird thing happening in Bosch. So in the director for CPI, for AWS, if irrespective of how many networks you define, Bosch would just pick the first default network and mostly ignore the rest. Now it's possible that you still work with the networks you define if you want to.
I see. But this is a new. Do we need like a new CPI version for this? Because it's not like being passed through cloud properties, right? So it basically means that it is being passed down by the in the CPI call.
Yes, but it's
to the create
also
VM.
yeah, but it's also backward compatible. So if NIC groups are not defined, we just use the network name as NIC groups, and if there are 3 networks defined, we create 3 different network interface cards for 3 of the networks.
And what happens if then the CPI it is defined and the CPI does not support it?
I mean, it will still be supported even backwards if we don't define. So I don't get to a question.
So it depends on CPI support as well, right? So there are
Hmm.
CPI versions out there that
Ah,
do not
yes,
support
yes,
it, and you could
yes,
have a director that
yes,
supports it. So what happens then?
yes, yes, yes. You're right. So we should go for versioning. Yes. I mean, if someone wants to use it on an outdated CPI, that won't work. Yeah.
No, but like, will it just gracefully, I don't know, will it just be ignored by the CPI and have the old behavior, or will things dramatically fail, or and that's why we need that CPI version to bump, right? Because then
Yeah, yeah.
Bosch can figure out the CPI version that's supported by the CPI and figure out what to pass down.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we have to think about versioning. Yes.
So let me write this down into which one?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe it should be on the director level, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's good to at least have it in the tests,
Yeah.
right? It's a scenario we want to test, and that should probably show that we need to address this, but at least summarize what we discussed probably here.
Yeah.
Using Nick.
I was gonna say that the Nick group test can be moved to pending review, but I guess I can add.
We just did.
Oh,
No, as
Um,
in like, as in this was a review, right? Kinda, not really, but
I also, so I added as part of the director, and I also added here as part of the review we just talked about, right?
all right. Okay.
yeah. And we maybe in the director one, this say that we might need to bump the CPI version. Yeah.
Right.
But still, it's probably pending review, right? This
Yeah.
is, so I will assign reviewers. Wait, what happened here? Deployment,
What is it?
no, I don't know. I think that's the wrong. Oh no, it was the right one. But then why did it only assign one? Oh, because Felix was already there. Okay, no, it's right. Reviewers are assigned.
Okay. Next one. Add file package to Docker file dependencies for integration. Roman, you're here, right? Yeah. We cannot hear you if you're talking.
Do you still need this, Ramon, given that last time you said that in other places apt-get is used to install these dependencies when needed?
Yes, I did that. I put the thing because it was annoying. But I just want to be the file there. I don't understand why it's so difficult to put this extra dependency in there. It's a dependency that's normally within Ubuntu, and I don't know why they removed it from why it is not available within the Docker Ubuntu. It's a
To
really
make it
basic. It's a really
smaller
basic thing.
and make it minimal.
Yeah, then we can remove a shitload of dependencies.
Yeah, that's Ubuntu doing that, right? Like, or Canonical, they make the image smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
But it's basically fixed, right? Like this.
Well, no, I have a workaround, and I want to remove that workaround to have this file in there. But if you don't like it, then ignore it, and then I will keep doing apt-get install, and stuff will take longer. I'm fine with
Yeah,
it.
I think that's acceptable. I find it hard to justify making this change in another. Like, I don't like the cross dependency between the repos.
Yeah, the problem is that we choose that we have one. 3 years ago, we had this great solution because we didn't want to have multiple Docker files. We has like one for integration tests, which we can dump basically everything in it. There's even Azure CLI in it. Dude, come on.
That's a good
Or
point.
Git LFS. Why is it there?
Reasons. Yeah, now that I look at this, it looks like it's already quite a bloated image. It doesn't look that minimal.
No.
Okay. Who is in favor of adding file to this
Me.
to this image? Anybody else? Like, I can be persuaded, but I mean,
I have nothing against it. I don't know.
okay. Okay, then it's Ahmed's name on this one. Okay, yeah, we can merge it.
Shall we do it?
I approved it. Yeah, I'll merge it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
We have it here. More background here.
I will assign some people from Broadcom to look at this because they have context on vSphere.
Hmm.
And we're waiting for a review. Oh, this is only docs. This is really minimal.
That's only a docs. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
it's only docs.
I think it was about understanding the property or something.
I mean, I think this is fine to merge, right? This is basically just refinement. I'm fine with that.
So,
Okay.
this needs, what is this one doing? Pumping. Why isn't?
That's the Azure one, right?
An error one, yeah. But I don't have context here. Any reason why not to bump this?
I think this makes sense. It seems this person works at Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, sure, makes sense, I guess. If you say so.
Guys, that's
Yeah.
old.
Hmm?
I think we updated it like 2 years ago for the last time, maybe longer.
Yeah, I think this makes sense to do, and CI will catch issues like if machines won't.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you did already.
Okay. Okay.
Refine director console usage with sample statements and non-interactive.
Even more
usage.
docs.
Oh, that's a docs. Okay. Bye.
Oh wow, these are really specific docs. This is docs for Bosch for the console.
Tips.md. What is this file?
Hmm?
Where is this used?
Which one?
Tips.
This
for
tips.
them.
Tips.
Tips?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's for if you do really obscure Google searches.
Isn't it part of our stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it should. But I don't know how many people reach that page.
But I don't see. Okay, maybe Google is faster. Be here. No idea.
Is it in the troubleshooting? I think it's the yeah, it's docs/tips. It's the instead of Bosch dash light, make oh, there it is, tips.
Ah,
There that page already shows up.
this is the one I have open, but it
Oh no,
doesn't
it's
load.
just tips.
Then it's just
Not
it. Ah,
I think this is the one.
yeah, that's the one. Okay. Shall we give it a review or?
Might want to change the file name as well.
Yeah, I mean it's too late for that. There's already so many. It's basically miscellaneous, right? Random stuff but it is useful.
And any dogs is good dog.
Yeah. This might be useful to someone at some point. I mean,
Unless
this all makes sense, right? Like it's mentioning that SQL database toolkit is being used. These are useful things.
Mm-hmm. Do we give it
see
a thumbs
nothing.
up?
I've reviewed it.
Yeah,
Looks
I
good to
think
me.
yeah, it looks fine, I think. Shall I merge?
Yeah. I think this is good.
Thank you. Oh, another box. Okay, for the push CPI can trigger storage VM motion during data store migrations.
Yeah. Also, this makes sense. I know of that project. It's good to mention it in the doc so people can find it.
Okay.
Who uses Apple Silicon?
Even not to make this change. And let's check.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here? If we're on Darwin,
So if you're in Darwin, they're going to set the infrastructure the output to the ARM64 architecture, and they said CGO enabled. I think that's
Seago. Yeah, but like Seago was already in it set to 0 before.
It's
yes,
replacing this,
but
right?
if they want to build on ARM64, then I have no idea why anyone wants to use ARM64.
But why? Sure, but why? Like this is just for testing purposes, I'm assuming. But why would you want to enable Seago only on ARM64?
I don't know. Maybe otherwise it won't work.
Like usually you want to disable Seago because Seago is causing trouble.
I don't know. I haven't built this binary for a very long time.
We'll ask.
Are you writing something or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I've asked for more context. Seems weird.
So what do we have else on the agenda?
We need to go look at some issues.
Issue.
I need to help a child. Be right back.
Mhm.
But please continue. I will be listening.
Do we have two in the inbox? One is for Noble. One.
Yeah, it was a few days ago. Someone asked, like, how can I get the agent that remove the agent logs from from the Bosch directory into the var log directory? I'm not sure if it was possible with the old stem cells, anyways. Like with Jemmy stem cells. So I just made a quick issue so that I would not forget about this.
So you will work on it. Shall I assign it to you or?
Yeah, you can assign me, and or I hope someone will when I deploy Jammy that they can try to do an SAP and see.
And I think I can not edit the status. Okay.
I sent a link in chat. That seems to be the reason why for the Seago enabled thing. So I remember 2 years back I was also struggling with building the agent on an M1 Mac, and I came across this Go Cigar issue, which somehow is still being used with the agent, and there was a discussion here about compiling Go Cigar with Mac on a Mac. So
Okay.
I mean, I don't know the reason, but it helped.
Did the same person, by the way? Let's go back to what was it? It was this one, right?
No, different. Because for us also we have this now in our internal documentation that if you want to build the agent locally, please edit this in the build script.
Mm.
That makes sense. Would be nice to fix it in Go Cigar, but I don't know how. So
Let's go back. So I think this we talked about. We can move to building for contributions, right? And then the next one. Makes sense to check for audit magic serves fast when cleaned up on director start.
I was double muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hardware muted and software muted. Makes sense to me. I would say open for contribution, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was typing that. You were faster.
Okay, pending review.
Yeah, we just need to look at the last activity column and see if there's anything that had activity since the last 28th of August was the last meeting.
So the first two. Sort of that had activity yesterday. Noble is running on the bubble environment. What was the last reply? Yeah.
Yeah, so here Dimitar said that he is not trying to test the CF deployment on Noble. It works always fine on GCP, and when he tries to test it out on AWS, it works 20% of the times and not 80% of the time. So it was very unpredictable. So I thought maybe it could be related to the VM types they use, because there was a huge difference in what they use for GCP and AWS. So I tried to remove that factor, but then I guess he also synced with Ramon and they came across some network issues as seen in the logs above, but they are not sure what exactly it is. Yeah, here if you scroll to the right, yeah. Not even network issues.
But this RPing is just normal behavior, right? Like that's running all the time.
Yeah, the problem is that it sends a broadcast, but it received zero response, and after that, it's basically you have like multiple, and then starting the agent again. I don't know if that's a red herring or if it's just
Yeah, I would say it's a red herring because like the error is it received the signal, right? So there was something else sending a signal to stop the agent. The question is, it is the agent running through runit, or is this on? We switched it to systemd. This is so this is on Noble, right? So this is
Yes.
systemd based. So it seems like I would look at the systemd logs to
Okay.
see why it's killing the agent.
Okay.
Right? Because systemd is a supervisor process, right? So it must have had a reason and
but
should have logged.
it's really hard to debug this because it happens on a compilation VM.
Yeah, it could be resource starvation.
Yeah, we tried to increase the number of cores and RAM, didn't help.
You know, or don't reuse. You can use there is a setting how many times you can reuse the compilation
Yeah.
VM.
But there's also it might also be an something to do with it's not there's the nice level, right, or something, but I don't know what the systemd equivalent is of that, right? So basically you want to give relative priority of
Yeah, but this is
processes.
it's on a new created missing VM. I see here it's in a normal VM. So it first happened on compilation VMs. So I see now that they also have it on normal VMs. Yeah.
Yeah, most in compilation sometimes on normal, and the problematic thing is that it works for GCP, so there has to be something specific to the IaaS
Yeah,
environment.
that's why I was talking about networking, because if the ARPing maybe doesn't, because that's basically like say I'm broadcasting my IP, and maybe something is blocking that, and after some point, it just doesn't receive the. I don't know. I looked at it for like 10 minutes, and I was like, okay, that doesn't make sense at all.
Could it be some different kernel version these VMs use? Because I remember kernel issues in Ali a few years back.
My gut feel would be something like this. Send a link. Zoom, something to do with I don't know if we're doing these things, making it a higher priority. Like the agent should not be killed.
Didn't we already do something like that?
I don't know.
I think so.
Maybe. Well, I think we did with run it, but it could be that we like didn't do this with systemd. We switched to systemd, right? Or am I making that up?
No, we switched to systemd.
Yeah. So that might be something to check.
We're using log rotate uses nice, and we're using for Bosch agent. Oh, that's our unit. That's still using run it. We removed run it, right? Oh, this is from a.
So let me write this down then.
Yeah, we're doing a nice 15 on it. So exact nice minus N15. That seems to make just basically copy it from the
From what we had in run it.
yeah, but we had in run it was also nice minus N15. So
Yeah, but those other things, the CPU scheduling policy and priority, and those are additional things.
yeah, but we don't set that in with we did not set that with in our unit.
No, that's fine.
So we only set
But
nice.
but it might be that systemd exposes more of these things.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know. Look, I just Googled this, right? This is what I found. Like, this is a potential direction to explore. Like, we see that it receives a signal. The question is, why is it receiving a signal? Who is doing that?
yeah, and my thought
Oh.
was the ARPing, like because I
But
saw like
ARPing is not sending a kill signal, right? It's a kill signal that's being sent to the agent.
yeah, I thought the agent itself it was like doing like this ARPing, and then it says like I can't get a
No, but
response. I will
it
just kill
says
myself.
it received a signal that it only does when there's another process sending a kill signal to it. Is there
Am I
anything else?
writing the right words here?
It's not. We're not giving. So it's systemd needs to be configured to give the agent a higher priority.
If we can
Configure
if we can
systemd to
give,
give higher priority to the agent. Yeah. To so and that's assuming that systemd is the one sending the signal, right? The best thing to do would be to find proof of that hypothesis in the systemd logs.
Yeah, maybe in systemd we should not put it within the exec, but we should put it in the service file instead. Maybe that's the problem.
But it's still weird that it only happens on particular IOs.
Yes.
Mhm.
But yeah, maybe we should use the nice, we should put it under service and then,
Yeah, but first we need some proof that this is actually
yeah.
right. That this is actually happening.
It's going to be sucky because how are you going to debug that?
Just spin up a machine and try to starve it, and see if systemd starts killing things.
They have it consistently happening, so maybe
And
it's
also, like, if you're sending all your logs to your Splunk, you should be able to search all this stuff.
no,
That's what the Splunk people keep saying.
no, yeah. And then the agent first needs to start up and configure Splunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this
We're
is
over
just.
time.
Yep, I
Yes.
think we already went through all the issues. So these two.
Yep.
All right.
Oh,
Thank you.
Ruben, is the for my APT repository, and I have put it in the community. Is that is handled somewhere else, right?
Yeah, that's a TOC meeting, and I think we missed it last. You were in time, but it was not labeled correctly because Beon was on vacation, and he always does the labeling. So I should have done that. I forgot. So
Okay.
I think I did it after the meeting. Yeah. Oh wait, it's our working group. Okay. Yeah, Stefan now added a label.
Okay.
But Stefan says it's an working group decision, so I will just merge it.
Thanks.
I have
Okay.
2 questions. Is someone working on the AWS CPI release? Because we didn't have one for a while, and I see that there's something red here.
That's
I don't know.
probably due to our merge.
Which one? Because that's quite a while. Okay.
The AWS V2 stuff. The V2 Go V2 library.
No, that's not merged, right?
No, it's not merged yet, I think.
Oh, I thought it was merged.
Yeah, no. I saw a lot of activity here trying to fix this, deploying director environments and so on.
There was also someone working on with IPv6. I don't know. Maybe that's also a thing.
I think none of them are
Mostly
merged, right?
Just reach out to Aram. He should know.
All right. And the second thing is, I wanted to ask about is the syslog release, because that also had an issue with Noble, and we fixed it here, and we also don't have a release, and I think it's on Broadcom side.
Because
yeah, I guess.
because no one is maintaining it. It was in the Broadcom CI, and I think nobody is. The one who maintained it is gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
We have
now
a big risk with everything that's maintained by Broadcom.
yeah.
Or so basically we just need to prioritize moving all the CI to the foundation because everything
Yeah.
at Broadcom is a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
That's the TLDR, unfortunately.
I guess it's the same also with the OpenStack CPI.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of people leaving and then new people coming in and having to upskill them and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything
I
else?
think we're over time. That's all from my side.
Okay.
Oh, Ruben, do you remember that? I think you were gone about with the Bosch SCP for getting the Bosch agent logs. It's with the permission denied. Was that also with Bionic and Jammy, or is that something new now for Noble because we moved it now to /varlog? I don't know. I think we were never allowed to go within the var vcap Bosch directory because that's sudo. That's for the admin thing that was on root user.
Yeah, makes sense, but I don't know.
Okay,
Like,
it's just
it's not that hard to spin up a Gemmy.
I know,
Tempo,
but
right?
I don't have anything. I have nothing running anymore because I am off Bosch for quite a while. So
Makes sense.
I thought someone would. Okay.
Yeah.
See you later.
Take care. Bye.
See you. Take care.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
bye.